If you're trying to get approved for US credit and you keep getting denied, it's not just you. 2025 has changed the game, especially for non-US residents and ITIN holders. Lenders have tightened up. Most banks are cross-checking ID verification. Some are even flagging foreign addresses or freezing accounts that seem out of the norm. So if you're outside the US and you're trying to build credit remotely, you have to be more strategic than before. My name's Tyler Da Costa, and I've helped clients from over 15 different countries access the US credit system, in most cases without even visiting the US. And I know a little bit of what I'm talking about because I've personally secured over $160,000 in US credit and over $40,000 in free luxury travel. Let's break down what's changed and what's still working in 2025. First, the old apply and pray method, that doesn't work anymore. Too many non-residents are rushing applications, getting denied, and stacking up hard inquiries. This kills your future approval odds with lenders, especially if they pull from the same credit bureau. Second, banks are asking for more documentation. Most lenders are now requiring utility bills in order to verify your US address, even if you're applying with a legit ITIN. And third, internal risk systems are getting smarter. If your profile doesn't match what they expect, your profile will get flagged, especially if you're shotgun applying for multiple banks within a 30-day period, okay? This is what lands you in check systems. This is going to make it very difficult for you to open up bank accounts and apply for credit in the future. Now, here's the good news. There's still a proven path in 2025 if you do it right. First thing, you want to start with a clean US residential address, okay? The virtual address thing does not work anymore. If you are getting an address from companies like Anytime Mailbox, banks now have proven systems where they can actually identify that address as a commercial mail receiving agency, even if it doesn't code in the system. Then you want to build your profile with quality accounts like installment loans. Now, I know everyone on YouTube tells you to go out there and get these secured trade lines like Ava, or Kickoff, or Self. Look, these do work. They will help you build credits. They will help you add payment history, but these are not quality accounts. If you want to get high limit business cards, you have to build up comparables on that personal side. What I mean by comparables is banks are going to look at your account. They're going to look at the types of accounts you have, whether they are revolving accounts, whether they are installment accounts, and how high your limits are. Every banker knows that anyone can go out and get one of these secured accounts with any one of these companies for a nominal monthly fee. What's the alternative? Secured loans. Absolutely, hands down. Our clients use them all the time, and they are super powerful because they actually allow you to control how big your trade line is. And because they generally come from reputable banks, they know that they have a higher barrier to entry in order to access those accounts. So super important if you want to optimize your credit profile and get the most funding possible on the business side. Next, you want to leverage a high trust banking relationship. Navy Federal is a great credit union in the United States, and they still work, okay? We get clients in there all the time through our Navy Federal contact. And of course, if you're visiting the US, open up accounts with banks like Chase or Truist. KeyBank will give you up to $25,000 in 0% interest on their business credit card if your profile is structured the right way. And the beauty of it is they won't even give you a hard pull. And lastly, you want to know which cards to apply for and in what order, okay? There are different types of cards out there that have different requirements for you to get approved for those accounts. And if you don't strategize your credit card applications, you're going to get denied, and then you're going to get a stack of hard inquiries, and this is going to make it even harder for you to get credit cards in the future. I teach all of this in my US Credit Accelerator mentorship, where we help non-residents access the US credit system. Not only build credit, but optimize a high quality credit profile that gets you access to the premium travel cards and 0% interest business funding. Getting credit in 2025 isn't harder if you have the right strategy. It's only harder if you waste time on guessing which works. If you want a step-by-step plan for building a US credit profile in the United States as a non-resident, one that gets you high limit credit cards, points to travel for free, and 0% interest business funding, I put together a free guide that shows you how to start. Click the link in my YouTube description or DM me the word credit on Instagram and I'll send it to you. The US market is still wide open, but only for those who move strategically. If you want to get more credit building tips and travel hacks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, share this with a friend, and turn on notifications so you never miss any of my credit building videos. I'll see you on the next one.